Well, it's the hottest day of the year and the sun is now well and truly out. But first thing this morning, it wasn't. It was very much overcast. We were trying to get that perfect early morning light for the filming. Wowee, April.
Yeah, it's very
proper
nice.
Beautiful around here.
Lovely little village.
Which way are we going now?
That way.
That way, okay. Welcome one and all to the May Bank holiday, the hottest day of the year so far in the UK for 2021, but not at 8 AM. Now the Ivinghoe Beacon climb, or KOM, starts 1.34 kilometres back down the road at the bottom of Ivinghoe Hill. And the first part of the climb has a shallow 3.4% incline, and we dispense with that in 3 minutes 2 seconds with me at 297 watts. And that left plenty of gas for the steeper part of the climb, which starts just after the right-hand turn across traffic. The objective for the day was to lead out for the full loop, about 60 kilometres and 1,000 metres of elevation, at full tilt along the beautiful rolling terrain, in order to get it done in 2 hours. And in doing so, also to see if the Struggle Dales Sportive has helped with the fitness. Check out the steepest century if you haven't yet seen it. We were about 24 kilometres into the route at this stage, and as the longest, most famous climb in the area, I decided to invest in threshold and low VO2 max power zone 6 and 7 under Tom Danielson's method. The idea being, it's a nice high power, but not so high it would burn me out. I'd be well able to recover in order to keep the hammer down over the rest of the loop. Paul, the piglet Hamlet, was keeping me company, plus he was also bookending our little loop with 30 kilometres to and from the start point, so he was happy to sit in the draft and film. Cheers, Paul, you're a true gent. The data, therefore, is from my Favero Asiomas. Ivinghoe Beacon lies within the Ashridge estate and is part of the Chilterns area of outstanding natural beauty. This big lump of rock set on chalk grassland was used during times of crisis to send signals across the UK. But for the cyclist, what you really need to know is that this is a terrific climb within a sensational and undulating route. That's because it provides low and consistent gradients, rewarding those who stay in a big ring to deliver decent power. So please do indulge in the joy of hitting your rhythm and then gradually refining the power, the pedal stroke and the cadence. It's a turbo trainer of a climb, very much like Box Hill. So there was no need for the pain face and signals of crisis to Paul during this ascent. It's considerably easier to negotiate than so many of the obnoxious but addictive British climbs, with their volatile gradients replete with double-digit inclines to disrupt the cadence and sap the legs. And behold, the spectacular Buckinghamshire vistas. Okay, use your imagination, because later in the morning the sun would have prevailed over the low-lying mists to reveal one of England's crown jewels. But setting out later would have meant dodging the traffic, the hikers, the dogs and all that kind of stuff on Ivinghoe Beacon, and would have left not much of the day for family. And as more of an early person guy, well, it was a no-brainer to prioritise speed over scenery. The entire climb is 3 kilometres at 3.7% gradient, taking just 7 minutes at average power of 306 watts, 315 watts after the right-hand turn. So therefore we weren't going deep enough to impede the speed. So time to get the hammer back down after the descent. This was a bonus climb called Tom's Hill. On the route it was only scheduled as a descent, but with its sweeping corners on the way into the Midsummer Murders-esque village of Oldbury, we felt the need to perambulate back up it in order to film the descent properly. The Tom's Hill climb starts a little way after the idyllic village pond that you'll see in just a moment, and fittingly, given the Midsummer Murder theme, just after the macabre stocks and whipping post. Now, because this was the first route that I planned on Strava, for most of the ride I'd have my map displayed on the Wahoo Bolt as opposed to all the usual data, the cadence, the power, heart rate, etc. Indeed, the only time I switched to look at the power was at the right-hand turn onto the beacon part of the Ivinghoe climb. So this climb, as for the rest of the ride, was regulated on perceived effort, with Paul remarking that I was putting down a decent pace on numerous occasions. And trust me, that's praise indeed. Not that I was in any danger of dropping him as he chatted merrily away. So I discovered something new and exciting. I love riding the rolling terrain and focusing on the sensations and maximising momentum as we went up and down repeatedly. I learned that rolling terrain outside is a hell of a lot more enjoyable than Titan's Grove on my Gen 1 Watt Bike Atom at 100% trainer difficulty. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe, by the way.
Yep. Yeah, lovely. All kinds of normalised power today, Paul. Yes, yes, troublesome sitting on your wheel today. Yeah, I'm on a diamond leg day. I still don't understand the connection with diamonds and legs. Ah, right. Because diamonds for me are hard, and when my legs are stiff and tight, yeah, when it cuts through anything, diamond is super strong. Oh, I see. So sharp legs almost. Yeah, yeah, like. And then round sharp, left sharp, right. Legs like full power. Oh, I see.
Diamond Legs Day indeed, as you'll see very shortly amongst the ice spice buns. So there you have it, proper smash fest, eh, Paul?
Oh yes.
It's quite amazing actually what 6.5 hours of ascending super steep gradients in Yorkshire will do for the fitness.
Yes, the staircase is definitely sticky.
Yeah, sticky staircases as opposed to sticky legs. Well, that was about 228 average, 265 normalised, 160 TSS for me.
Punchy.
And this guy, he rode over here. That's 31 Ks to get here, 31 Ks to get back. I'm a little bit more sedate in the car.
You mean sensible?
Sensible, yeah, yeah. And of course, bike racing without mercy on tour in the Chilterns, and Ice Spice Bun is very much on the agenda here. You help yourself to one of those, sir.
Thank you very much.
There we go. To the climber, the spoils. I'll never get bored of that.
Oh yes.
Are you addicted to these now, Paul?
Yeah, reasonably so, yeah. Yeah, very solid.
Reasonably is not addicted. Solid. Solid? These are not solid. These are divine. Not solid. First thing this morning, it's very much overcast. It was a little bit chilly, but this area wind vest was perfect. Kept me to a Goldilocks temperature throughout the ride. Super, super light. Very much recommended. About 80 quid from Castelli. Also, these little kind of summer gloves. There you go, you can kind of see there. They were nice too. Kept the chill off the fingertips. I think I need a nice little Ovaltine now, just to warm up.